Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ninja Berpalito, Ninja Saltman, however you prefer. And this is a new section of my channel called Fighting Monsters. Today's monster, the zombie. Alright, so, one second. You know that sometimes it's hard for me to talk to you, but I've written down, let's see. It says how to fight a zombie. First of all, protection. You're going to want to wear protection. What kind of protection? Well, mask, which will protect your mouth, your nose, your ears from blood or spit or falling or dead tissue from getting into your body, and that way turning you into a zombie, if there's a chance of that. You're also going to want to wear goggles. It will do the same, but for your eyes. You're going to want to cover up very well any wound that you have. Alright. You're going to want to have gloves. I recommend construction gloves, because other gloves are good too, but mainly gloves that protect the fingers, because even if you punch a zombie and make it push its head back, your fingers would end up in its mouth and it would bite you and you become a zombie. So you're also going to want to have boots. The tougher the better. However, if you have any footwear that hurts you, like giving you calluses or something, that might be a counter advantage. Something that actually is worse for you than it hurts you more than it helps you. So anyway, and of course there's the famous put the magazine around your arm thing. What else? Let's see. Alright. Of course, the more protection you have, the better. If you can have elbow caps, knee caps, even a helmet. Although maybe I'm exaggerating. Anyway. So, continuing. Aside of that, you're going to want to have weapons. Or an arsenal. Let's see. Now, I've never had firearms. The closest I've ever been is once a few times, I shot pellets sniper rifle, and once at a carnival I shot an air pressure handgun. But let's see. It says weapons, shotgun. A shotgun, obviously, because, and I'll be representing shotgun with this. Shotgun, obviously, because one shot to the head from a shotgun is all that is required to, well, take care of a zombie, in the case of the brain virus zombie. There's other kinds of zombies which require more attention, require other things, like for example burning them or cutting them to pieces, in the case of the body virus zombie, which is a zombie in which, well, let me explain it this way. A long time ago, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I saw this video where there was a hole in the ground and there were some organisms, microscopic organisms in that hole, and scientists took them and they discovered that those organisms could heal wounds. But then they tried to revive a dead cat. It's actually a music video. They tried to revive a dead cat and then they killed it again. They tried it on a human being, and there's where the zombie apocalypse started. Now, because the virus would give those regenerating abilities, and the virus would be controlling the body directly instead of just using the brain to control the body, you have to burn them, cut them to pieces, stuff like that. Then there's the the supernatural zombie, which I'm not sure if burning them, killing them is enough, or if you have to actually use some supernatural technique or something, maybe salt or holy water or whatever. And then there's the type of zombie that is like a normal person, except they don't die. And sometimes they're stronger. Which, by the way, I don't really consider a zombie, but I know some people do, so yeah, to kill them is a lot tougher. And let's see how much time we've used already. Okay, good time. You're gonna, you're gonna want to have a shotgun. What else? This shotgun will be your main weapon. You're going to want to have handguns, which I'm going to represent with thin air because I have nothing to represent it with. You're going to have 1 or 2. If you can, you have 2. If you can, maybe 3 or 4. More than that, I consider it to be a burden more than a help. But 2 is pretty good because, first of all, you can become skilled and use both at the same time. And second, even if you don't, in case you lose one, you have a spare. What else? And of course you're going to have a blunt weapon, which I'll be representing. Actually, not a blunt weapon, a contact weapon, which I'll be representing with this. Either this way as a club, or this way as a sword. One-handed sword, two-handed sword, or a machete. A machete is pretty good. And, it can also be a sword, an axe. An axe, I'll have both hands to represent the axe, and it can be, and you also want to have a knife, which I'll be representing with this Deluxe kitchen knife that a family member gave me, along with a fork, a Deluxe fork, and the Deluxe spoon. How much time we have? Now that we've covered that, let's get to the actual techniques. We're pretty far back. So, first technique, shotgun technique. There's a slow zombie 5 meters away, another one 6 meters away, and there's one right behind you. You notice this one has its arms low. So what do? Boom! If it has its arms low, you can strike it with the shotgun right there on the face. When you hit a zombie, it's not like hitting a person. If you poke a person's eye, the person will move back, and if they didn't see it coming, they might even fall. With a zombie, you can punch them and they'll stay the same. So when you hit a zombie, boom, hit them really hard. It's more like taking down a door. Alright. Now, that is if the zombie has their arms low. If the zombie has their arms forward, it wants to grab you and eat your brain, then what you're going to do is, you're going to push its arms to the side. As the arms go to the side, the weight of the body will shift. The zombie will be unbalanced. Once it's unbalanced, you can make it fall. And it will fall. Once it's on the floor, you will use your boots and you will stomp the head. I don't know if it's easy, I don't know if it's hard, I don't know if it's better to go for the neck. I've never done it, and it's actually awkward talking about it, so, I mean, uncomfortable. So, moving on. Although, let's see how much time I have. Alright, we have some time. Moving on. Oh. This one. Alright. Let's say you have you ran out of ammo, there's a zombie, you have a sword or a machete. Now here's some things you can do. You can first, of course, you can decapitate them if you're skilled enough. If not, you can try to take out their jaw. It can't bite, can't harm. Or it will be harder for it to harm you. What else? You can actually put your sword in the head or the machete. Although something else you can do is you can go for the leg. You go for the leg, it will fall, and then you can stomp on it. Let's see. With blunt weapon. But first, let's see how much time we have. Okay. Enough time. With blunt weapon. This is not an ordinary cue. This actually has a lot of weight here. It's actually heavier than that. Than this one. Which I have greased, and I'm letting it there set a little bit. So, one of the tricks of a blunt weapon is to not use your force. Just give it some speed, and it will have a lot of force on its own. If you are constantly using your force, you're going to end up tired, and it's unnecessary. With a blunt object, you can go for the head, right there. Maybe cause a concussion, some brain damage. So, if going for the head doesn't work, if you hit him maybe 3 times and it didn't work, you can try go for the jaw. From here, you can try go for the jaw. Like I said, a disabled zombie without a jaw is much less dangerous. You can also poke it like that. Boom. Now there's a theory that a blind zombie is much less dangerous to you, but there's another theory which says zombies have multiple ways to find you. Even if they're blind, they have other senses, special senses that let them find you. Another thing you can do with a blunt weapon is also try break their legs, and they'll fall. You got them right where you want them. And let's see. Yeah, that's all the time we have. So, alright, yeah. That's all the time we have for now. I will continue in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.